What's good, YouTube? Another day, another video. Everybody on salute. Show love to the crew. We're gonna be reacting to Thagki breaking his silence on the allegations. Allegations. False allegations. Now we don't know if they're false allegations. He's about to talk about it now. Let's talk about it. Let's listen to the boy, bro.
Oh, we want to find out from you. Obviously, there was a video, a girl by the name of Dineo who accused you of physically assaulting her. What happened?
Right. 2023, nah? Out of varsity, I'm...
First of all, explaining this with a smile. Yo.
Guys, so coffee in the
think that they
got the money, but really don't pay it. Those brothers, I ain't even got it.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. Yo, what the fuck? This nigga took me completely off road, bro. Ah, shit, I even forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, him talking about this with a smile is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the severity of the matter is like, wow, bro. The severity of the matter is insane. And you're out here smiling? Nah, mud. Nah, mud. Don't tell me you're smiling when they're accusing you of SA, mud. No way, mud.
Victoria West, nah? There's a freshers happening at Manhattan. Manhattan is a TT race. I'm invited there as a guest. Nah? Get there, do my thing, da-da-da-da-da-da. I didn't want to go back home. So I'm like to my friend that was there, I was like, nigga, can I please go sleep over at your place? He's like, no problem. We can all live together. Comes end of the night. I'm like, okay, it's time to leave now. I'm looking for this friend of mine. Somebody says, no, man, let's go. He's probably in some unit here. We go to that unit. I find him in that unit. I find my friend in that unit sleeping. And I'm like, nigga, we've been looking for you. We've been here. It's time to leave. You all cozy. We need to leave, nigga. So me and him get into a squabble. Me and my friend get into a squabble. Now the girl, right?
Ooh, I think the girl was trying to stop the squabble. And she found herself in the middle of the squabble. And she might have caught the left hook. I think that's where he's going. Ah, shit. She got caught in the crossfire. I think that's where he's going. I don't know. I think that's where the story's going, though.
Now comes and she's like, why are you making noise in my unit? Me and this friend of mine continue. Nah?
Oh, he actually pushes her out the way. Like, hey, yo, I'm talking to this nigga, bro. Like, shut the fuck up. Go back in the kitchen. Now, joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
And then somebody...
Before they attack me on TikTok again.
The girl is Dineo.
Now, I have a foul mouth. Of course, you know me. I'm like, hey, I go with a lawyer and I want to spare me. You understand? I leave her alone. This thing gets done. There's about, at that time, I think there was about 7 people in that unit. But 7 people, 6 or 7 people in that unit. He goes and he sleeps with the same girl in the room, right? I sleep in that same unit with Spongy. Next morning, we wake up. That friend of mine, another friend of mine is like, Ish, you spoke to her in a not a nice way. Just go say sorry. Go to her, yo, I'm sorry for calling you Sfebe, my bad. If you're really sharp, we're chilling. We chilled until like the afternoon.
I guess I was wrong.
Made us food, we ate.
Who made you food?
Same, well, the owner of the unit. Made us food, we chowed, went home. That was my first encounter with that girl, and that was the last. I'm like, and then? What is this? Now, I'm like, what's up? Who's this person? Who's this now? Now I call the other people that were there. They're like, why the fuck is she lying? Why is she lying? You didn't do any of that to her. Sharp. Move on, my feet also move on. Now.
See what I meant when in my last reaction, when I was reacting to the post initially, I said, like, these days there's different forms of like SA. Like, it could be like you could have like held her or tried to get her out the way, or you could have just grabbed her in a way that she found inappropriate. That is found as SA. You could have literally like grabbed her wrist and she could have seen it as like, nah, that's SA. I didn't consent for you to hold. That's like, bruh, consent, like, bruh, they be twisting SA, bro. They be twisting that shit into something else, and this is a very scary age to be MG, that dog. It's a very scary age to be an MG, bruh. Bruh. Like nowadays, before you touch a heart, you should get like at least a signature or something. You know how like they gave you a form at school before you went out on a trip, and they said, or before you went on a soccer game or whatever it is, and they gave you a letter and they're like, your parents or your guardian must sign this. Same thing we should do to these hands, bruh. Before you talk to a hand or before you try, do some, like, obviously consensually. But before you do something, bro, you should give her like a consent form. Be like, yo, can you please sign this? Honestly, like that's where we're going. Actually, I think that's where we're going. I think that's where I'll go. I give it like 20 years. That's a lot, by the way. I give it like 10. I give it 10 before every gent has to go to a certain department, be it home affairs or whatever. We get forms before we talk to these hands. These hands are supposed to sign those forms. That's where we're going. As a society, I think that's where we're going.
One of my friends, at least, someone will learn. Because I don't know where she stays. I don't have her number. I give you the man. I'm going to the girl's like, no, hey, were you blind? When she's saying that I pushed her. That's what she said. She's saying that I pushed her. In a room full of people like that. Even the guy she's having, maybe, let's call it a fling for now. I would push her in front of a guy she's having a fling with. This was a message from the guy that slept with her that night. It says here, hey, I wanted to apologize for Thagki's behavior on how he was addressing you. What's addressing someone?
Talking to them.
Thagki. That's the response, right?
From her.
Good morning. LOL. You don't need to apologize. You don't need to apologize for him. If he wanted to, he could have. I tried to Wilalena and he was being hard-headed and saying he never said all those things. Then do you understand? This still says that he tried to talk to me. Né? I was being hard-headed and said that I did not say his favor to her. Nowhere in these things says that I pushed this girl like she claims I did. Now, this screenshot comes from her as she was being confronted by this friend, saying, why are you lying? This thing comes from her as a sort of evidence, or this thing happened, when it's basically just verbal. It was a verbal altercation. So now, when this video was posted, it caught motion when somebody else in the comments came out and said, the one with an arrow, zoom that in, same thing happened to me, and he blamed it on alcohol. What does that mean?
Means that you.
It means that the same person, because you
It means you're a repeat offender. That's what it means.
are posting under someone's
Same
video.
thing happened to me, and he blamed it on alcohol.
So it's now a Me Too movement.
Sharp. I've gone to my emails because I was busy liaising with like lawyers, ne? Blossom sends me an email.
I told you he was talking to the lawyers now. He was talking to the attorneys. He was talking to the defense.
I wanted to clarify something directly with you, so there is no misunderstanding. At no point did I state or imply that you assaulted me. The point I was making was that I was relating to a separate experience where I had been assaulted by someone else. And that individual later acted as though nothing had happened and blamed their behavior on alcohol. That was the context of my statement. To avoid any further confusion or harm, I've taken responsibility by deleting the comment entirely. I've also gone through the comments to explicitly clarify that you have never assaulted me.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I can see why I got trolled by talking about Zile Weezy's Acha. I can see now. I can see why I got trolled. Okay, I get it. Okay, it was a big misunderstanding. Okay, now I can see. Because when this girl explains it now, I'm just like, you know what? I can see why Limpopo is on my ass for that shit. I can see. Okay. Y'all got it. I can see now.
I do not condone assault in any form. And I also do not condone falsely accusing people of something they did not do. It was never my intention to place your name or character in question. I wanted to communicate this.
This is diabolical over here. using the flower emoji after you done accused me of Eshe and put me through a hell of a week. And the best you can do to console me is say wishing you well, blossom with a flower emoji. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They are nah, 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 no, nah, mud. Nah, mud. No, mud. No, 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 mud. It's one of those things, mud. I just can't. Nah, mud. Not like this, mud. Nah, nah. Wishing you well, blossom with the flower emoji. Nah, mud. Nah.
to you directly and transparently. If you'd like for me to take any further action to clear this up, please let me know. When this thing was posted, it drove a narrative. It drove a narrative. I remember I received calls from people that were like, hey, there's another person in the comments saying you did the same thing to them and you blamed it on alcohol.
And also, I read the comments on that video. Someone was like, he's done this to me as well. And he blamed it on alcohol.
Oh, snap.
Yes.
But for the fact that
Yeah, this was misinterpreted. She didn't say he did the same thing to me as well. She said same thing happened to me. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When it comes to social media, yo, bro, you have to like. I can okay. You see, this is one of those things where I can see why we were learning English home language in school. I can see why, cause like, bruh, you got when it comes to social media, you just gotta be a little more. You gotta be a little more specific. A lot of people are adding in he did the same thing to me as well. She never added he. She never added he. The only time she added he was when she talked about he blamed it on alcohol. She didn't say he did the same thing to me. She said the same thing happened to me. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Now I can see why, I can see why English literature and English home language and all those, analyzing texts and cartoons. I can see why that shit's important now. I can see.
Done this to me as well. And he blamed it on alcohol.
Oh, snap.
Yes.
but for the fact that she sent this email, it meant a lot. I was like, thank you. And for the fact that she went in the comments to tell, but by the time she did that comment was already on like 4,000 likes or something like that. People were telling me. So it did damage. When I was trending, Mafitoto, like they always come out when you're trending. They'll never come to you like direct. I dare anyone to. I dare them. Just when everything is calm, to come at me straight and say, Thagki, da, da, da. I will deal with them decisively so. I'm not scared of anyone. I will show them. When I was trending last year, for remember the whole little influencers thing, and the whole internet came at a wrath on me, da, 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 which didn't move me a bit. She posted the video. This is Blossom. She posted a video saying that we
Is
must.
this Blossom?
Yeah. We must mess and follow Thagki. This guy is a trash talker. Da 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 da. Now, do you understand what does to my mind when she now comes in the comments and adds fuel to the fire? I feel like she's a very smart person and she knows how to pick words. So I feel like it was intentionally done to drive a narrative. She had a chance to destroy me before she sent that email, before she retracted her comment. Because she's always been coming for me. She had a chance. When you wanna destroy someone, if you wanna do it, go for the kill right then there. If you have a clear headshot, take that headshot. I am now left with this bad reputational damage.
It's not going anywhere.
Dealing with lawyers, back-to-back meetings, issuing warnings, emails, texts, WhatsApp, all of that, looking for any possible solution to try to deal with this matter.
He should have hired Brian Steele. Young Thug's lawyer, the same lawyer that got Diddy like Boma 5 years when he was facing life in prison. Should have got Brian Steele, bro. Drake even made a whole song about that nigga. Brian Steele, dog. That's the nigga. You should have got him.
at the end of it all, the truth will be revealed. I am not the one that is running to the race where this alleged incident took place. I ran there. My lawyers advised me, go there. I got there. They were like, please get there and ask them if an incident on that day, that year, was ever reported. Nothing was reported. Nothing was reported. I have it in writing.
Have you haven't made contact?
For what? I don't know this. Get that day. That was the first and the last time you called Panalena. I get to know guy.
So does she stick to the story?
Bro,
So what is the way forward from now?
I'm busy dealing with lawyers.
Damn, man.
We're trying to sue her, I assume.
Obvious, my video, all of those things, the money is going.
Defamation. Go sue her for defamation. Oh shit. Okay. So now we got both sides of the story. Shaba can finally pick which side that he's on. I ain't gonna lie. I picked the side of the crew. I'm always on the side of the crew, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm with my niggas, bro. I'm on the side of the crew. Ask me no questions. No questions. I'm on the side of the crew.
I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Who the fuck are y'all? Been everywhere and back, but I just can't remember
Always on the
it
side of the
all.
crew.